Ladies and gentlemen, we have Grubby up 1-0. Now, you cannot help but be such a fan for this guy. Not only is he like super mannered, he's up there probably top 3. I'm saying top 3. I'm thinking Chef, White Rob, and Grubby. He's definitely up there. He doesn't talk smack at all, it sounds like.
Yeah. He's really nice.
And obviously he was a Warcraft 3 superstar. I mean, you can't not love this guy. He has awesome work ethic. He has a great understanding of the game. And might I add, he's an awesome caster as well. I don't know if you've actually tuned into any of his casting, but if you can, please do, because it is so good.
Yo, he's good. He's a good caster. I've heard him just go over the analysis of the mindset of a lot of Protoss, and he's actually very, very thoughtful about the game. And you know what? I mean, he has this one game advantage. Sase did pick this map. It is Belshir Beach winter version. Now it's an interesting map because you don't have that high ground between the main and the natural Gretorp. So that does make you very prone to early gate warp game times like 4 gates, and that's what people complain about Tal'Darim Altar. So I'm wondering if maybe Sase is thinking about that going to game number 2.
Yeah, that could definitely be possible. I think it's a little bit interesting. I don't know why Sase actually chose this map in particular, but maybe he has something up his sleeves. He did notice his opponent went for some sort of blink stalkers. Maybe he's trying to punish that. Or he's saying, okay, I know this is a really big 4-gate map, and he's prepared a build that actually defeats 4 gates, so playing into the metagame a little bit. It's really hard to tell. I want to actually concentrate on what Sase does in this particular match, because I think that's going to be, or that's not Sase, that's Grubby. What Sase does in this match, because I think that's going to be the more important thing. I think I just lost Frodan, actually. There's a little bit of Skype problems, but yeah, just let's go ahead and watch him over anything else. Bottom right-hand corner, both these players are doing the same thing. It looks like Cybernetic's core out slightly earlier for Sase, but not a big deal. Frodan, you back?
Yeah, I am back, man. Sorry about that. Skype decided to poop out on me.
It's
Not sure what happened there.
Skype is pretty good, but here and there they have their little tiny problems. Still, for a free app, I highly endorse it. They're awesome.
Yeah, man, I hope Skype realizes how important it is to esports, man. Like, it's just so critical. Like, I feel like if we can just contact Skype one day and let them know how much we appreciate it and how much we really want them to fix up some stuff. But for now, it'll do. And let's just jump straight back into this game, Gretorp. We do see Sase finishing up second gas around the same time as Grubby. And Grubby did get it a little bit earlier, though. So both players pretty much on the dot in the same mirror aspect. Nothing too out of ordinary just yet. And both players get some pretty good scouting off. So and they're going to definitely wait until both players leave with their probes, which is right now. So now we might see some deviation in build orders.
Yeah, and Sase right now, it looks like he's going for the same build. Again, 2-gate aggression, things like that. Obviously, Grubby doing the same thing. So they're going for a 3-stalker opening. What's important to note is this going to be a continuation of gateway units, or are they going to be teching? Both players are going to be very blind. They don't know. They won't be able to get in and see what each other are doing. So this is where it could be a little bit coin flippy. It's like I do 4-gate, you do a tech. The tech route will lose out most of the time. And look at that, Grubby is actually going for the robotics facility. So there could be a little bit of problems right here, because if he doesn't get those immortals and chrono boost them out ASAP, this 4-gate that is impending might do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Sase, his execution is very strong. And if there's anything that we've seen that he is very, very good with his Stalker micro. So, he is definitely intending on ending this game very, very quickly. Grubby does catch one Stalker, though, and that's actually very, very big. And weakening it does make the rush just a little bit weaker and stalls it for just ever so slightly. Grubby needs every second he can get, but he lets a probe get up to his natural ramp, and that is not a good sign here, Gretorp.
No, Sase is going to take this. And obviously, if the pylon actually gets up here, it'll spell disaster. Grubby actually has to forget about that Stalker. Go for that one. Oh, he actually lets the Stalker all the way in. And he wastes the force field as well. He cancels his one pylon over there. And from here, it looks like Grubby will go ahead and just take the Immortal. So looking really good for Grubby, I might add. There are a lot of Stalkers out here, but I think with the Immortal out, he might be able to deal with it. It's going to come really close and obviously down to micro.
Oh yeah, big time. And you know what, Sase's, I like the choice of
gosh.
Blink just because you're able to really capitalize at the fact that there's no high ground. So you can really rearrange, maybe even snipe a couple important units because you won't have that vision deny. And Sase is just poking back and forth, seeing if Grubby will lend him any units here, and Grubby making sure to keep everything really tightly packed. And now we're going to enter a point where both players are waiting for the first mistake the other person will make, and they'll be able to pounce on that.
Dark Shrine on the way right now, and it is proxied. So the observer will get in there and see, oh, there's nothing I have to worry about. I can just play standard. Looks like the Stalkers are just going to back up from here. But, this is going to be pretty huge. Let's go ahead and actually follow this robotics facility. If there is a second observer coming up, that'll be probably the way that he just blind counters this Dark Shrine. Because obviously that's going to be instrumental. Also, he wants to check, oh my god, like all the things that could go wrong is going wrong for Grubby. Grubby actually sees the Twilight Council and it's being chrono boosted with that charge. That's more important. Charge is being upgraded. Now, maybe if he sees the Zealot count, he will have some sort of indication that it is Dark Templars, but it's going to be very, very hard for Grubby to actually realize this is coming. And if Dark Templars surprise him, obviously a big loss of probes are in the making.
Yeah. That Charge Lot Archon timing could actually be so sick against Immortals. But look at this. Grubby's actually starting his own Dark Templar Shrine. Now, this is going to be an interesting dynamic because Sase doesn't actually have a robotics facility, so he actually has no form of detection. And Sase, all of a sudden, man, I mean,
oh no,
he has to be really cautious, but what are we all knowing about?
I'm sorry. Sase supply capped when the Dark Templar Shrine was finished. Or the Dark Shrine was finished. So he's actually losing critical time on these Dark Templars, doing a lot of damage. Really unfortunate, obviously. And where are his Dark Templars coming from? Bottom left-hand position. There they are.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Grubby just actually found the Dark Shrine. And he actually scouted with his probe here, and looks like the gig is up. He's going to be able to really defend, make sure he should prioritize a second observer. And there it is. It's starting to be chrono boosted. So he knows what he has to do. And now Grubby's being very compact. Has to check every area of his base as well. Be a little bit diligent about that. Make sure you don't get caught, because for now he knows that he's behind in DT production right now.
Yeah, and look at that. Sase actually knows that his opponent knows. So he's actually merging them into an Archon. Really cool play. Because obviously he knows his Dark Templars are kind of worthless, so merge that into the Archon, empower those Zealots, because the Zealots are the ones that are going to do a ton of damage with their charge, and this could catch Grubby really off guard. He's invested a lot in anti-Stalker, Blink Stalker type of openings, so going up against this force, it's going to be really tricky. There he goes. Grubby's going to back up, but those Archons are coming. They're on the way right there. This is going to be really hard for Grubby actually to hold this off. Can he actually do it, though? The Dark Shrine is finished. Does he merge in any Dark Templars? No, he does not. He's just kiting back and forth, trying to kill all of these Zealots. But Sase is relentless. Now finally the Dark Templars are up. And do we have actually any Dark Templars? Yes, we have a Dark Templar in the main of Sase. Sase has no way to actually make any detection right now. No forge.
Oh, man.
The Nexus is going down, and Grubby might actually lose his starting Nexus.
I don't know, yeah, but Grubby's gonna try to see if he can go all the way, and it looks like Sase does get the snipe, and he immediately evacuates, but back at home. So many probes are dying here, and it looks like Sase's reduced to 10 probes, 9 probes, and it's going to eventually hit the very low single-digit counts as Sase. His economy is non-existent. Grubby at least can remake the Nexus. That could have been a terrible situation, but good job there. Grubby realized his Nexus could have been endangered, started saving resources just so he can remake it, because right now Sase is reduced to 2 probes, and now just 1 probe here for Sase, and it's a very interesting dynamic. Sase making a proxy robotics facility in the top right corner as he is losing his Dark Shrine because he needs some way to deal with the Dark Templar.
Right now, Sase has to go all in. He canceled his Nexus all the way on the top here. He knows. He just gets an Observer and goes. But Grubby, all he has to do is snipe the one Observer. Right? There's only enough gas for... Oh, well, there's actually a lot of gas for Observers. 3 Observers can pop out right here, but he could play like that. It looks like Grubby identified exactly what his opponent is doing. He's just getting ready for this big incoming attack. He can actually use his probes as well and try to take out his opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do see that Sase trying to run frantically away from this Dark Templar. It's just You know, this Dark Templar is trying to play tag. This Archon's pretty weak, but for the most part, Grubby has to be feeling very, very confident. Oh, in fact, his Nexus just finished, so he's going to be able to resume production. And his Observer actually finds the robotics facility, so another good win here for Grubby, as Sase eventually won't be able to hold on to that robotics facility forever.
What Grubby should do is make Archons. Boom, there it goes. He's going to make his own Archons. He should make a lot of them as well. And all he has to do is hard defend against this incoming push. Dark Templar, obviously, you can see is taking out that one Nexus all the way on the top left-hand corner with a total of 34 kills. So he's the hero executor. Dark Templar, remember, as soon as the Dark Templar gets 200 kills, it does gain the blink ability like Zeratul.
Yeah, and it also can throw out a Void Prism and freeze anything that's in it, like in the campaign. But we see the Zealots charging in forward here, Gretorp, and it is doing some significant damage. But Grubby should be able to hold this off. His Archons are doing good amounts of damage. Sase reduced to nothing, and good
GG.
game. Wow, Grubby takes this game on Belshire Beach. You know, that was so well done by Grubby just from top to finish. Just because, again, we were talking about so many things went wrong for him that game, Gretorp, and yet he was able to pull out the W.
Yep, congratulations. Dude, he's playing so well, able to eliminate Sase, who is such a powerful opponent. You can see that Sase definitely has the skill set. It's just Grubby's Grubby, man. He's out-strategizing his opponents. That's the coolest thing. He's thinking over his opponents. He's thinking on a different level, and I really feel like this is the start. 2012 is going to be his year. He knows it's do or die, and he wants the very best possible. So congratulations to Grubby. He's going to be moving forward. That means Sase is limited. We're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be back. I don't know yet who's going to be the next person, or the next two people, but we're going to have another match coming up for you in just a couple minutes, so stay tuned. We'll be back.